Thumbs
All
up.
right, we're live. And I just want everybody to know this show is brought to you by the Myrtle Beach Police Department. We don't know what you did, but we know it's illegal, and we're going to charge you at least $500 to rectify it. www.myrtlebeachcops.com, I think. I don't know. Anyway, Black Ops show. We got Slim Thicky, DJ Hanu Fox, and Archangel Michael to talk about Black Ops, and I'm going to take a shot. Oh, yeah.
Proper shit show. Proper shit show.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
He didn't die immediately. That's a good sign.
Well, my buddy was telling me since it was like 50 years old, I need to like boil it. I was like, soap and water would be good. It was hot water.
You got to build that immune system. You got to take a little poison in, and
like
the Princess Bride, you just keep building a tolerance.
I don't know. You drink Four Locos for taste, so I think you should be all right.
Okay, look,
He's going to be fine then.
I drink one Four Loko for taste. It's the Cosmic Warhead because it's actually good. The rest of them I drink to get fucked up because they do not taste good at all. Like Four Loko, you can smell it and be like, yeah, this is going to taste like crap. And like it does taste like crap, but it gets you lit. But that Cosmic Warhead, though, it's not called Cosmic Warhead anymore. I think they got sued and they had to change the warhead out of it. It's like Cosmic something or other. Cosmic Sour Punch, I think. It's the best one they got. It's definitely tasty.
So, Ben, at Black Flag, are you going to run away from me again? Are we keeping an Ohana Paintball tradition alive?
So, let me tell you a story. If Flip's not in command this time, so he can't call me back. And I'm pretty sure it's going to be nobody's going to say, hey, retreat this time. So, yeah, I'm not running away from you. I didn't run away from you the first time. Are you
tactical withdrawal, right?
Yeah.
Are you gonna pose after the game's over with and act like you are getting shot again?
I wasn't acting. I was actually getting shot. There's multiple takes.
See, what we discovered was that was so much fun to put out the tail end of the movie that both commanders are going to get filmed pre-game having that moment happen to them. And then whoever is the losing commander...
Wait, tell me more.
...will be at the end of the movie having that happen. Because while John was a fantastic sport about it, and I know both of the commanders this year would be too, you never quite know down the road if somebody is going to be quite that good of a sport about, hey, we had a great time, came up a little short on the points, but we had a great weekend. That should be how it goes, but we all know that's not how it always goes. So we're going to get the be real first, so we have it in the can, so to speak, and then we hope that, people are chill and cool and have fun with it. Because that was a great ending to the last one. John with the head on, and then Slim and the kid was doing the tie. That was great.
Nice. Thomas Shiflett said, "What's up, everyone?" Or "What's good, everyone?" And Matt Sauceman made a rude comment, but we're not going to talk about the rude comment he made. We're just going to post it up here and then repeat it because he said, "Hey, look, it's Rob in the parking lot again, like normal."
Nice.
Yeah.
Yeah. So we're going to talk about Black Flag, and one of us in this group is not like the others because he's playing for blue. Rob, why did you
gotta
make
have representation?
Why did you make a bad choice,
because
Rob?
it's so much fun to play against my friends.
You're both sides. You're both sides, so we'll count you on blue for this, or we'll count you on red for this one.
I'll save space for a push for you at some point, DJ. We'll get you out there.
If everything goes well, I'll be in final battle.
Nice. So
that's my favorite thing to do if we can.
You can be on final battle on the side of all the cool guys, or you can be on the side of Rob and Henny.
Wow.
So yeah.
That's rough.
Yeah. I don't think Rob's going to show up to the field. That's my goal for because he's
Sorry.
him and he are staying in our
Domestic violence issues going on in the parking lot of my property at the moment.
Oh, fun.
Wow, we're talking about Myrtle
Rob's
Beach.
actually already been to the property. He actually got a little preview the other day.
Yeah,
Nice.
it's awesome, dude. It's awesome.
So how much has changed?
A lot.
Besides the building with water and power and sewage and everything.
A lot. So the vegetation's grown up a lot, right?
Nice.
So it really gives off that like island vibe, like you just happen to come upon this island. There's a lot of bunkers. They drained a lot of the water spots, so like it had been raining for what, 2 weeks prior to that? And if you look in the footage, there's barely any water in that footage of the field holding water. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, they put culverts and drainage ditches. That's the one thing that he was allowed to do in the, if I can back up and just kind of give you a little history, he bought that property and then COVID hit, like within months. And everything, all the permitting, all that stuff went into a full halt. And then once COVID was done, everything was backlogged. And people were working for home, and government people working for home are even less efficient than government people working in the building. And so it has been a nonstop process of trying to get permits done, trying to be able to, like, can I put a shovel in the ground? Hey, that grade has been approved. It has to be a 3% grade with this retention pond. Oh, we changed that. It needs to actually be a 5% grade, and the pond needs to be a third bigger. And just stuff like that just kept kind of happening. And
and by the way, you need to build a wall through half your retaining pond.
yeah, like just some of the stuff that comes up. It was a great example of how government agencies don't work together, because one would say, this is it. Yes, this is it. I signed it. All you got to do is do this and you're good. And the next group would come out and say why it was a problem, even though it wasn't specifically under their purview. They had a say in the matter after the fact. And so it was just this constant bang your head against the wall, try not to go insane thing for Nate. And, you know, Nate, he just puts his head down, bangs away, gets it going. He's done so much of the work of hours and hours of being there himself. It's just kind of crazy. So that kind of speeds up to where we are on the field. For the people who all was at like dreaded when we did it down in Florida, when it was still Dreaded Legends and we did it in Florida. Okay.
Ben had sex with a gator.
Okay. So you remember when
I remember the gator.
What we would call in the back, we would call like the cane fields. And so you'd be running through 8-foot, 9-foot high grass that just had a path. And then as the path went in, there'd be little pockets dug into each side of the path. So you could kind of weave between those pockets, but you were just basically hiding in the tall grass. That's part of what's grown up this year. And that wasn't part of it last year. Last year was almost clear cut because that's what we had to do to get the ground level. Now the grass is growing up. Every year it'll get thicker and deeper, and then we'll be building inside of that. So you'll transition, like in Jurassic Park, from a clearing that has something into it through the long grass, and all of a sudden you'll step through into another clearing that has things in it. So it'll make it very difficult to transition or get a good run push going. You're going to have to work on the field like that field was down in Florida.
Nice.
So that's
I missed the Florida field. That was a great location.
It was a fantastic location. They got crazy on the money. Then Terry died, the old guy that ran the bar.
That'll do it. Yeah.
He passed away, and then a whole bunch of people sued each other to see who got ownership of it. And the courts got involved, and then they had to sell it, sold it to a rich kid type gentleman, and had me come in again, actually. And we sat down, tried talking numbers, and they wanted even crazier numbers than Terry wanted. And they weren't even using the property for paintball. They took that building that was back there, and it was storage for them. That's all they had in there was storage. And they hadn't touched any of the paintball fields or any of the stuff. It was all overgrown. It would take somebody a couple days to go through and mow it under and chase out whatever was living in the connexes and such at that point, but you could have done it. And I tried to set it up where, look, I need you to focus on that back corner 1 week before I get there. You don't have to do anything while I'm there, and let it go to seed again for another 50 weeks and then do it again. And they were in the $20,000 range for the weekend. And that's just unbelievable amount of money for the property, considering they didn't have air, they didn't have any of the amenities. We'd have to bring everything in. If they had, a Black Ops like setup, for instance, with all the trimmings, okay, you have something to offer me. It just never was going to work at that price point with everything else.
No, and I get that property was originally built for something far different than paintball events. It really was like a tertiary part of their business plan.
Yes.
It just happened to, everything else was great outside of that.
Right. I mean, since it was originally a motocross track, even the insurance guy's like, I fly a helicopter in here once a weekend to fly somebody out of here with a broken something or other. I don't care what you do in the paintball field. Nothing you can do over there is anywhere near as trying on my part of the business as jumping the motorcycles over the large features.
Yeah.
He's like,
if you've got coverage for people to fly through the air motocross style.
Yeah, they charged them an extra 10 grand and said, I don't care what you do over there. First strikes, sure. Live fire, I don't know anything about it. He just had just go do your thing. Paxton and Boogie were involved in the property when it came to setting up the field and doing the things we needed done. It was a great situation for what it was, but it was just unsustainable once Terry passed away.
Yeah.
So
I mean, they could have made money selling cow shit and fire ants.
Right. But now look what we can do. We got an owner like Nate who bought a bigger property than what the paintball field was there and is going to do the Black Ops and all the trimmings things that we've seen him do. I mean,
oh, absolutely.
Did he need to buy a Connex and turn it into a 3-stall bathroom with flushable toilets and sinks and stuff like that? Because he already had that up there, more than most fields do. But no, he's Nate. I've got to do bigger, better, more because my players deserve it. It's just how he thinks about all of that stuff.
Oh, absolutely. So I know that if you want to see growth in field quality, watch Nate.
Yeah. Yeah, and I can't even tell you guys all the stuff we're working on towards it because, one, I don't want to overpromise and underdeliver. That's just how I am on things. You guys, if I say we did something and I'm real excited about it, you should be excited too because I can prove it. If I just undersell it, that's because I don't want to disappoint anybody. But we sat down. It had to be 2021 at Christmas. Nate and Eric had come down to spend Christmas with us, and we had plenty of brown liquor. It wasn't 50-year-old bottles of it, but it was plenty. And we put the blueprint for the property out, and we designed the perfect pirate game field from scratch. And everything I suggested, Nate went Nate on it, and you all know what that means. That's actually could be a descriptive term. Nate went Nate on it, and why do this if we could do this? And that's the goal. That's going forward with it is – I was looking for some. We know there's some fields that recently built a pirate ship, for instance. That's not a pirate ship compared to what Nate's going to do. It's just insane the amount of effort he's going to put into this thing. So I'm excited to see it and more watch you guys play on it.
Well, we got a few questions here.
Okay.
First question's from me.
Yep.
When are we getting a tiki bar?
Actually, that is in the works as part of the field.
Are we getting a beach too, like in Florida?
Yes, actually, that's part. I'm not entirely sure how much of that I can tell you right now, but Yes, I can tell you there's going to be a tiki bar. It won't be this year, but there will be one. And when you see what we do with it, you're going to love it because it's better than I can describe. But I don't want to put all of it out there because I don't want somebody to do it first.
Yeah,
and some people are anxious to, even if it's not done as well, would rather do it first.
As long as the beach has a gator in it, we're good.
Oh, it's South Carolina, man. If the water's salty, it's got sharks. If it's not salty, it's got gators.
And even if the water's salty, it's got gators too now.
Yeah,
so, yeah.
I saw that the other day. The surfing gator? Yeah, that was kind of cool. But yes, there's going to be beachfront property. I'll leave it at that. And the level of what it is will be fantastic. Like,
awesome. All right.
That's as much as I can say. But trust me, it's going to take this to a whole nother avenue.
Yeah, I don't want to get you in trouble like talking about too much. So
I don't want to get in trouble either. What's that?
So Chris,
another question.
It looks like it expanded a lot up further past the far side starting area and away from the road. Is that still like foot deep mud in the middle of the field, or did that get dried out?
It got dried out.
Yeah. The easiest way to kind of picture it is the front end is developed to the point where you're going to be able to pull in by the pro shop. You're not going to have to go down that side road and turn in where we turned in before. You can, but you don't have to. You can pull in past the pro shop, and then that'll kind of show you how the property goes. The property is kind of a long hallway to a point until you get to the big wide open paintball field. So you go in by the pro shop. Right behind the pro shop is going to be their 4 brand new speedball fields. Perfectly leveled, perfectly decked out grounds, ready to go. They haven't built the speedball fields on there yet, but you'll be able to see just clearly by the flat manicured ground, like clearly that's where the speedball fields are going to go.
And the grass looks nice.
Yeah, it's slick. That's the science Nate went into. There's like 3 different kinds of grass in the grass. Like it's something that'll maintain and hold the ground during the dormant season for the other grass. That's actually the better, softer, stronger grass. He's got this other seed in there that'll kind of, that's just the level he put into this. It was weird. He's telling me all about a grass. And I'm like, so you just seeded the grass. He's like, no, you gotta hear this out. Like I did this and I did that, and super excited. So that's what he did. And then he kind of turned down a road, and then there's that long path that you guys could see when you were there last year between where you first pulled in. We had some of the RVs, and then you headed towards where registration was, and you saw that long road that headed back towards the main road. That's the road you'll be coming in on now and be able to put your RV in the hard packed area. He's cleaned all that up, got even more flat hard RV parking. And then also where registration was, we'll have the registration trailer that we've been using the last few events will be now near that blue Connex, kind of combine that space.
All right. So also here we got a question about, is Black Ops going to be getting a field in Virginia?
Not that I know of, but that doesn't mean it's not, honestly. I mean, Nate tells me most things, but not everything. I'm not aware of at the moment that he's looking to expand any fields or like buy new property for fields anywhere else right now.
Wrong person.
Until somebody asks.
Yeah, that's the other guy.
I have sneaking suspicion if he sees a good opportunity, he's not going to pass it up.
No, that's it, because you guys know as much as anybody else.
What's up,
Nate
boss?
loves paintball.
Can I get a big double burger tray?
But he buys land,
tomato, cheese,
and
bacon,
then monetizes the land he owns.
onion rings, and nuggets.
Rock ordering like a fatty right now. What the hell, Rob?
Ice.
Anything else for you today?
They got mute
got off
motherfucker.
I just got off work, so fuck you.
Like, I'm gonna roll.
You're the moderator. Huh?
I want the big fat meal.
You know what?
Can you give me the cookout fatty meal? Yeah. Anyway. So, here's another question for me though.
Yep.
If somebody brings a walk-on tank, are we allowed to flog them? Since it's pirate themed.
To flog them?
Yes.
As in slap them across the butt and back with
No.
Yes.
a whip?
Yes.
We listen and we don't judge.
Yes, I am not going to make any determinations on your alternative lifestyle and things that make you happy. Usually to questions like that, my answer is the weather is fantastic.
Yeah, because I hate
The answer-
walking tanks so much.
My answer to that question is we signed the waiver.
Right.
So, all right. Oh, Bricktop's on now. So is Lagarde and Eric Engler. We got all kinds of people on right now. I guess they want to see what Rob's eating for dinner tonight.
Yep.
No, this ain't dinner. It's just a snack.
Rob ordered 2 big bag trays and a side of fries with a latte and some bacon. What?
See, this is just the drive home meal. He's gonna eat this on the drive home before dinner.
Pre-dinner.
Pre-dinner.
Anyway, so all right, let's talk about the game then. Since
Well, technically, this is lunch.
since we talked about the field, let's talk about the game. I'm gonna go ahead and ask a stupid question, but have things changed about the game? Like, has there been any kind of like improvements or changes to it? I already know the answer, even though I've never asked the question before.
Yeah, there's medics now. And you
Have
and
we
you-
ever
you're gonna
run
have
the
them.
same game twice?
All right, so
we try to keep like 80% core in place so that you know what you're going to expect, but we try to change about 20% of the game
Is,
of what's going to
throwing
be
you-
placed in front of you. Like one of the things we're going to do this year is we've updated the tank rules. They've got to be the 4 wheels, and it's got to look like something, a ship, a tank, whatever. They're going to get a certain amount of rockets, and there are no markers in the tanks. The tanks only can be armed with rocket launchers. There are no rocket launchers outside of the tanks. So you can't kill a tank. A tank can kill a tank, or in this case, a ship can kill a ship. But the ships are just out there blowing holes in your buildings and in your bunkers and your things until they run out of rockets. So you can stand right in front of the tank and he can't kill you, but he can kill the thing you're trying to hide behind.
okay.
So what they
That's
can do is
interesting.
they can flush you out of the thing you're hiding behind, and then people around them can shoot you. Or
So what I'm
something
hearing
else.
is the tanks got nerfed. The ships got nerfed. Yes.
The ships can nerf ships, but they can't. You as
No, what-
players cannot shoot them.
Yeah, that's a word for like
He doesn't know. He doesn't know your gaming technology, your gaming terminology.
No.
So explain it.
Being
Ben.
nerfed means you softened up their ability to kill.
We made it up. The idea is to try to blend tanks and the AT at a game that theme-wise wouldn't normally have AT at the game, but pirate ships would. And so I tried to come up with an innovative way to integrate the launchers into the game, but also make it kind of like, hey, if these are ships, they're not really taking rifle shots at, the people on the beach. They're going to lob cannonballs, and vice versa. The guys on the beach don't have cannonballs on the regular to launch them back. So that was my solution.
Muskets.
Yeah.
Breach load.
Bricktop called you old.
Oh, really? He's
So-
called. Have you seen that man? That man's my age.
I was about to say,
That
Rick,
So
is,
Chris
that is
said-
a gray beard if I ever saw one.
Chris just said the tanks were like that last year. No, they weren't like that last year. There was only one walking tank last year, and it was on whatever side I wasn't on, and we had no launchers. So they just did what they wanted to last year. Like, I don't think the rules were the same. Like, it's just
Sir,
that they're the only ones out there.
It's a little
a ship.
adjusted, and that's it.
It was a
Just
ship.
get feedback from the games of what worked well, what didn't work, and what people like, what they don't like, and we try to adjust to it if it's possible. You know what I mean? I can't always do everything the players want because sometimes it's not practical to do, but we do try to at least meet them close to what they're asking for if we
All right.
can't do exactly the thing. Like Rob would like me to make sure that every time he took an insert that I had a flask for him.
Yep.
Yeah. Like, and I appreciate that. I see why that would be good.
A flask of what? Diet Coke?
However, if he gets one, then everybody's going to want one, and it's, slippery slope.
I want one.
I know you want one. You used to do pirate tech classes, drunk pirate tech classes.
So speaking of
Should be a
pirate
rule
tech,
though. I got a suggestion for a rule.
Okay.
The pirate ships, any walking pirate ship, has to play pirate shanties the entire time they're walking.
Fine.
I
Okay,
approve this
how about-
message. They should have music.
Or
How about
Primarily
a better-
because
how
a
about
tank
involved in
shouldn't be
this?
able to sneak up on you.
I
How
can
about
tell
a
you
better-
right now that the effort level that's going into at least 2 of the ships that I've seen are awesome. They're just fantastic.
Bricktop wants to know if we can use the tanks as transport.
In this particular case, no. You leave with who you leave. You bring the same people back.
Can you dig with the pirate
Yeah,
ship?
we're gonna clarify that you can't dig through your hull this year on a buried treasure mission.
Because last year
It was
because
not
last year
against the rules specifically, and by the time they had done it, and I heard about it, they had done it. It was already over, and I'm like, well, I didn't say you couldn't, and all right.
because
But
let's-
technically, your ship is not taking on water.
Correct.
use-
That's how I
use,
would interpret the concept myself. So we're
let's-
going to go with clever idea. Here's the new fine tuning of that rule.
let's use
What's the way the phrase goes? It's not a war crime the first time.
Right.
let's use gamer technology or
Also-
gamer terminology again.
It's not a war crime if you win.
Gamer terminology would say that tank was OP last year, overpowered because it was allowed to do that. Like I was debating on casually running by the tank and accidentally falling and knocking it over, so that people could shoot people from underneath. That was my game plan, but nobody wanted to do it because everybody's like, "That's mean." I'm like, "I don't care."
Yeah,
So-
and last year we let them shoot from the tank, and that's one of the things that got adjusted. Is if you can't kill it, you don't necessarily have to be afraid of it either, as long as you're not standing behind something. So
It's a platform.
it sort of gives you. It's a platform. Yeah, he's going for oil.
That's a quality comment right there.
That was very good.
So now that we know a little bit of the game, let's focus on the red team general for a minute here. There's a reason
He's
why
old.
we didn't invite the blue team general on here because I'm not playing for blue, so we're just gonna go ahead and let the red team talk shit all day long. Before though, I want you to know I've already talked to the guys that are staying at the Airbnb with us, and I've issued out some bounties. So the first person to take out Rob and Henny on our side, they get a free meal. And then for every mission or prop that we find of our group, I'm buying everybody in our house a round of beers. So we have incentive to actually do stuff this year.
Okay. Well, one, thrilled to hear the level of involvement coming out of the red players coming with me. I have no problem with blue. I'm not going to shit talk anybody. I like Jason. I've played beside him in other events. I helped coach him through his first command with Living Legends up in Michigan years ago. I'm looking forward to playing against him. I think he's got a great thing going this year. So not going to shit talk anybody. This is a great game.
So who do you have in your command staff? That's a good question.
So I've got Mamba and Chris both coming in, both incredibly experienced commanders, Fulda commanders. You've got a 2-time Warsaw general commander coming in, and then you got Mamba's got centuries of experience. Sorry, Mamba. I've got more experience under me than I have myself, and that's how you want a command staff.
Yeah, Mamba was actually there when there was pirates.
It's true.
Your command staff has a lot of experience. Blue side, not so much. So that's a good selling point for red. If you want to have like experienced command staff to usher you around the field, that's a good one. Command bros are going to be red also. So we've got
Bros are coming red. I found out that they were coming with me very recently, and that was great news.
We've got a lot of former commanders for the Ohana games and a lot of old guys on our side. So like Flip, Jason and Fidel, we're all in our mid to late 40s. Like we've got experience on the side. So
yeah, what we don't have is cartilage in our knees.
Well, I got cartilage. It's just really bad and sharp and pointy.
Right?
That's not cartilage, Ben.
For Brandon Chances, we are currently talking about the paintball event. About 80% of the rules and concepts that we're talking about here will transfer over to the airsoft game. Obviously, there's some more specific to airsoft things we're doing. And this year, for the airsoft, we're not having any type of tank there because their tank is the tanks they have are actual vehicle tanks, and the ground isn't quite ready for vehicle tanks at this point. That is something we'll be working forward to, and their game will also be it's a little bit more like postmodern kind of. They're using like something we did that I know Rusty really enjoyed was we took the pirate map that you guys are going to use for your event for the paintball, and we transferred that over as the found this old pirate map and had a black behind the scenes hidden black market deal to buy this old pirate map to then use it for this new modern event. And so there was a little crossover like that. The airsoft players are going to kind of getting to still know me, so they're going to learn kind of that's the stuff we do, like the level of thought we try to put into that stuff. The fact that we crossed that over wasn't on accident. That we thought that'd be neat.
Yeah.
I
really love the way you do the time jump between paintball black flag and airsoft black flag. I love that conceptually.
Are you going to tell them exactly what's going to happen before it happens? Every mission?
No.
To a T?
No.
Damn.
No. I can definitely say I really have been enjoying doing the airsoft. The players, it's fun having a new, fresh group of people who you guys are kind of old hats at this. You may not know exactly what I'm going to do at the game, but you got some concepts. You got some ideas. And I try to jumble that up a little bit because I'm aware that you guys pay attention and have some ideas. That's why I change stuff like I do. It's fun to see the new group get excited because like at Cape Fear we did for them, we did a final battle, a lot like what we would do at a paintball event. But
that was fun.
A little more gauged to the airsoft equipment and how they use it. And to a person, they came back saying that was the funnest thing they've ever done at an airsoft event. Because other places just don't do it. So it was fun to see, to introduce them to something like that. And that's cool to me to see their faces all lit up like that, how excited they were at something new and they enjoyed it. So same idea with you guys. When we do something new and exciting for you guys, like the time bomb or different aspects like that we've done at games and watch you guys at it. Like if you guys are shaking your head, swearing at me, but with a smile, like Graham used to say, I must have motherfucked them how many times during the game, but I always did it with a smile on my face. That's what I'm going for. That's a perfect game for me. If you are happily frustrated with me because I'm just messing with you, fantastic.
5 minutes into game on, both commanders call you.
Yeah. Yeah.
So
I've never done that. I've never phone called him over a mission.
So,
No.
I've considered it.
It wasn't a mission. It was me versus Tim, and where he put you guys.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Well,
So
I'm
we
not
just
sorry.
called him like touche, and then about 10 minutes later, Tim's calling me. You got 2 tanks on the field? Nope, that's Char.
so-
Right.
so
If
let's hear
not
from
char
Blue-
tank, why char sized?
So let's hear from the Blue General why people should play for him. Oh, wait, he's not on here. All right, back to the Red General. Why should people play for you?
I'm at this game to make sure everybody has the absolute most fun they can at a paintball game. That's my
Alright.
end goal. I'm not taking any of this overly seriously because this is an entertainment sport. I want everybody to come out here and have a great time. I'm going to push a great time on you. That's my job.
All right.
It's my job, and I don't take it that seriously either, on purpose. It seems to work better that way.
If someone is new to the game or like wants to help out in certain ways or anything, are they free to message you on Facebook or anything?
Completely. My door is an open door. You want to reach out, you have questions. It has been for decades now. Please reach out to me. I'm here for new players, whether it's a game I'm at, a game I'm commanding, or not.
So, okay, so
If you have any questions that you need me to answer, you're gonna have to subscribe to my OnlyFans. It's $4.99. I'm running a special for 31 days.
So
And just
everybody
DM
keep
me
in
there.
mind. Everybody keep in mind, Rob's not a part of the production staff or the command staff, so he's a nobody. So don't message him. He's just me celeb. Brandon wants to know what you ate from Cookout.
Double burger,
Big fat tray.
lettuce, tomato, cheese, bacon,
Yeah,
onion rings, and
Thomas
chicken nuggets.
messaged me this morning with about the greatest message you could get to start your day, about how excited he was about him and his getting to take his young son out to the game, who had won at Gangster's Paradise, I think it was, won a Young Gun award and got a free entry, and made him want to get out of the tank and out on the field and actually run around next to dad and the team thing. So you guys have known me a long time. You know what that means to me when I see the kid getting to play alongside mom or dad.
Archangel's a goddamn legend. Come out and bang with him? Whoa.
That's back to that alternate lifestyle.
I will have that exclusively on my OnlyFans. $4.99 if you want to see it.
So
Look, okay,
So-
if we're doing a collab, I need to talk percentages first.
50-50.
So pros
Texas
of
is a
going
motherfucker.
red. Pros of going red are like you got the experienced command staff. It's
They got experienced command staff on blue too. I think you're sleeping a little bit.
okay.
I honestly think it's gonna be an even match game.
Red's more experienced though. Am I right? Okay.
Slightly.
Honestly,
Slightly.
Here's the thing: you got a very enthusiastic side on blue. You've got an experienced, wizened group of people on red, and as the old adage goes, youthful exuberance will never overcome experienced treachery.
So another thing I've noticed though, like it seems like
Get it.
everybody's playing red on this side is also playing for Warsaw there in Fulda, and everybody playing blue is also playing NATO. So this may be
There's a
like a
reason for that.
preview. Yeah,
There's
it's-
a reason for
it's
that.
a
This
little
is
preview.
very much so. This is like a warm-up preview for Fulda because you've got Warsaw's generals on my command staff facing against NATO's general, my opposition. Like, this is a Fulda preview. This is a warm-up. This is a chance for those two generals to actually get an eyeball at each other, and I was really looking forward to that aspect.
Literally and figuratively, because it's gonna be warmer.
So here we go
Okay,
again.
true.
Experience. You're pushing a fun time. You're going lay back fun time, but we're actually going complete mission still. You got one side that's full of Warsaw guys and girls and people, and the other side is a bunch of lame asses on
Sometimes
blue.
you have to say people.
So, yeah. Rob, you know you're lame as fuck, man. I'm gonna tell you right now.
That's why we're best friends.
Command Bros are NATO. Wait a minute. Wait
I'm
a
NATO.
minute. Yeah, but you don't count. You play paintball once every other year.
Yeah, I'm not even sure which end the ball comes out of the marker anymore, but I'm going to try. I'm going to do what I can. At this
played NATO
point
a couple years.
in
And
my
the other man.
age and experience, I'm really just trying not to trip over my own feet in front of a lot of people I know.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, half the times I attend your games, I end up doing that in front of everybody and on camera.
Nah, I learned in my first game at command that you had to be very careful where you step. It took me I took a 30-second fall down one time. It took me like 30 seconds to actually hit the ground. I was falling forever. I was grabbing trees everywhere. My buddy was laughing at me. It's like almost fall. All right, cool.
I love that field. We had such a good time at Gangsters this year, but I got to tell you, we were looped all the way around, and I came up the Warsaw side. I think Lonnie and I stopped like 3 times in the middle of walking up the hill because we walked up a hill and there was another damn hill on top of the hill. There was just this little flat part, and then there was another hill. I'm in the middle of a gunfight. I'm just holding my gun up like, I don't even care if you hit me, but I need a minute.
The part that sucks is when you're going up the hill and then you roll down the hill because you fall down the hill.
No.
Oh, I didn't do
The
that.
part that sucks is when your adrenaline's up and you're like, I can keep going, and then you like either accomplish your task or you get shot out, and then you start walking back, and like As soon as you turn around to walk back, it all hits you right in the face and the chest and the stomach. You're like, oh, I got 6 miles to walk still. This is bullshit. And it was like 1,000,000 degrees outside. Like, oh, come on now. I'm very happy for Black Ops Flat.
I'm one of the few players that has no sympathy for people talking about command decisions.
I know because your home field.
Because my home field until it shut down was Mount Doom, and it's the only place that made command decisions seem flat. So all they are like, oh, it's so steep, whiners.
Like we got talked into going to the Mount Doom
Hogback Mountain
for Aliens versus Predator or whatever, or Aliens versus Marines, and nobody warned us about the hill.
I did. I never lied.
We don't have hills.
You didn't make it. You didn't explain it exactly how it is. It's torture as hell. Like it's the worst damn shit ever. Like this in the camping site.
Mountain was in the name of the field.
It doesn't do it justice though. Like we got there and like sun was setting. It's a beautiful scene outside. We're like, yes, this is great. The next day, we're like, let's go play paint. What the hell? Like, it was just, let's go straight up a hill. It's cool. Or you can go up that hill over there. Or you can go up that hill. Damn it. It's like the whole time. Like, that was rough. Mount Doom is rough as hell.
And that's why I say it's just a brisk walk to Bentry.
Yeah. I mean, once you go to, like, if you probably played that field like twice, you're like, fucking command's nothing. Because that shit was rough as hell.
Now you know why his calves are made of steel.
Like, in order to get to one base, you had to go up one hill, which is steep and like muddy, and you fall down it. The other hill is like either go up the road, which is steep as hell, or you go up this like wooded area, which there's no cover because the trees aren't even like close to each other. Like there's no cover, and like you got teams already up top of the hill with all this cover shooting down at you. Like this is awful. Like why did we come here? It was rough.
It was home.
So what I'm hearing is that Nate has to build nothing but hills on this field.
I'm pretty sure I wouldn't go back. Like, I'm shit you not. Anytime there was a mission that was like in the little valley down there, I was like, yes, thank goodness. We don't have to like walk hills, but then like, oh, we gotta walk hills back to the base though. Oh, that's dumb. It was rough though. It was rough. Like it's probably the hardest field I've ever been at. But yeah.
So there's another reason. There's another reason to run with me. You're not going to find someone who's going to look at terrain worse than I've played on.
Yeah, it's.
Whew. I don't know whether that's like good or bad.
It does call into question my judgment, but hey, it was home.
It was definitely an experience. Like it was definitely one of those like why did we do this? Why are we torturing ourselves? Can we just quit playing paintball forever? But like I say, it was a good experience for the most part. Like I had to threaten the command staff to slow their damn ATVs and trackers down and everything, but that's about it. Like, yeah, that's the only time I've ever threatened to start murdering a command production staff. Like it was a very quick threat, and I was like, hey, slow your fucking ATVs and the tracker down. Because if you hit one of us or this kid that's with us, I'm going to fucking murder all of you. And then I walked out. And from that point on, they were slow.
I remember that conversation. I do remember that conversation. The ref ATV shouldn't be doing 55 on a dirt road. They shouldn't. That was a different experience. Good news, we won't be experiencing that at Black Ops. I've never seen anything like that there. So for those tuning in.
The kid said, oh, we were responding to an emergency. I'm like, you had 19 emergencies within the first like 20 minutes? No. It's.
You just explained how you had to go up the damn hill, and then there was another hill on top of another hill.
That doesn't justify going 50 miles per hour in a tracker. Anyway, so that's the first time I ever threatened to murder a production staff. Hopefully it was the last. I have yelled at production before, but that's just part of the game.
Well, Ben, you've yelled at me before. I wasn't even production. I mean, I deserved it. I remember that day.
It happens sometimes. I yelled at Flip at Templar's Treasure, and that's never happened. I've known Flip for like 10 plus years now. I've never yelled at Flip. I yelled at Flip on the radio at Templar's Treasure. Like I was frustrated. We couldn't find a prop. He's like,
I'm struggling. I can't imagine a reason I'd raise my voice at Flip. He's never pushed me like that. So I don't know what happened. I'll have to hear this story later.
It was 4,000 degrees out, and I was tired.
No, well, fair.
It was right after somebody called me to retreat against Rob, and Rob was on my ass telling me I ran away from him. So I was already frustrated. See, but Rob was really close. I was aiming at him with the rocket launcher, and I was going to take his bunker out. But I was following orders, and I let Rob live because he was the only one down there. Rob's by himself ain't going to do shit. So I'm like, that's no threat. Rob by himself's no threat. He's going to be out in the parking lot guarding everybody's gear in a little bit. And I was like, I'll go ahead and listen to Flip, and I'll back out. Not gonna happen this year, buddy. Not gonna happen this game, there, guy. I'm headed for your ass. Oh, look at this guy. Let's go. Who? Ooh.
Hey, there's Jason. Jason, grab a mic and get on the show.
Look,
He's driving to. He's actually driving to North Carolina right now. He's in the truck.
Okay, no. Considering what's happened with big rig drivers over the last week or so.
No, that's
don't
only
do that.
that's only the fucking Punjabis. All right, they get CDLs from California.
you can't say that word.
It's a shit show. We
Racism.
can say most things.
You can't say racism on a show. It's only good if you're doing it in group chats, like calling you a white trash Mexican. That's different. That's a different story. Anyway, so gameplay. All right. Obviously, there's two sides. There's not three sides this time. There's no char. Yet. That'd be a good one. Like, so we got that going on. We got the pro shop already built. We got water. We got plumbing. We got electricity. Do we have showers?
There's not showers yet.
Okay. So stinky asses go to the gym and take a shower, or just jump in the ocean for a little bit with some soap,
Or take a bath with Snappy.
Yeah, Friday night, we're still going to go down to Broadway at the beach, or at least we're inviting everybody to meet us down there. Anybody that wants to can. They don't want to, they don't have to. We want to make sure that people still get to experience and enjoy a Myrtle Beach nightlife kind of thing. Broadway at the beach. We're going to Dave & Buster's specifically because anybody can get in there around dinner time, kids included. At a certain part, it turns into a bar. Any of the people that are bar level age are going to still be up doing their thing anyways. So the kids will probably be skating out of there. It all kind of makes it the easiest way for everybody to go to one place potentially and be able to intermix. It's the right volume level for paintballers and airsofters, so we can be loud and us as much as we want. We won't stand out.
Music will keep anybody from hearing the stuff that comes out of Rob's mouth.
Right. And then Saturday night, we're going to do just a simple bonfire at the field. We're going to get a fire going for the campers. Anybody that wants to hang out, nobody, again, is required in any way to do it. It's not going to change what we do or don't do. If it's me, Lonnie, and Nate standing around the fire, that's fine too. And it's just something to give people kind of two versions of it, one night in camping, one night in town kind of thing. And then people can participate at whatever level they feel like.
All right.
Right on.
You're getting challenged to some basketball hoops at Dave & Buster's now. Jason,
Oh, yeah,
wants
Lonnie's
challenge.
in. She's going to be mine. Lonnie's my champion for basketball. I'll play air hockey, though. I'm pretty good at that.
There is one thing, though, like, I know I made a joke at the beginning being sponsored by Myrtle Beach Police Department. Just beware since it's the same weekend it was last year, this will be Mustang week. So be careful getting run over by Mustangs, and also cops are everywhere. Uber, if you're drinking, Uber. If you're going anywhere, if you're going places sober, Uber. Everywhere you go. Like last year, so many people people in Mustangs getting arrested. People on bikes getting arrested, people like walking getting arrested, people like sedans and minivans getting arrested. The cops were in force last year. So my biggest advice to anybody, Uber everywhere you go besides to the field and back.
It's the part of being a tourist town. It's a tourist town, so you get tourist town problems. You also get people down here living their very best life tonight. and that isn't always as law-abiding as it could be at times.
Yep.
I'm not judging anybody. You do your thing, but understand the cops in town are aware you're down here living your best party life ever.
Oh, yeah.
And they're gonna and they're actively paying attention. And the closer you get to the beach, the more of them there are. So just keep that in mind, because progressively that's where people want to go when they're in Myrtle Beach, is to get down by the water and the bars and the clubs and the stuff that are right up against the water. It's fantastic. All the Wonder Wheel and all the other stuff that's down there and all the cool shit you can do. But understand, if you're going to do it really hammered, don't drive. Be smart about it. One, for your own safety. We all want you to come back and be nice and safe. The other thing is there's like no chance of getting away with it down there.
Nope.
They just park in the median. Like every other block is a squad sitting in the median. They don't call the cops. The cops walk from their car half a block at most to whatever they're dealing with. It's just saturated. So keep that in mind.
Like last year, Mark and I were going to a club, and there was a girl inside the club. They were trying to find another girl, and she walked out, and like a cop was sitting across the street from the club. He was waiting on her, and like as soon as she made an aggressive move towards that one girl, he turned on his lights, jumped out of the car. Six cop cars out of nowhere hit the block, and like 4 bike cops just out of nowhere. They had to be in the area just waiting.
Yeah.
And they all jumped on that girl, and then like, all right, cool. And then like the next morning at 7 a.m., we watched an attempted murder, and like 13 cop cars, 3 ambulances, some detectives showed up, and it was wild. Like, me, Jason, and Mark just like watching this girl try. She'd already stabbed her boyfriend or whoever he was, stabbed him in the shoulder, and then she was trying to run him over with a minivan. I'm like, oh yeah. Bike cops don't play, by the way.
We're old. We're never out that late, so we don't get out at that time when people's brains have stopped functioning at that point and get crazy, because we live in Myrtle Beach, but we live in Myrtle Beach daylight and like maybe up to like 10, so we don't ever run into any of that stuff because it doesn't happen during the day.
It wasn't late. It was 7 a.m. on a Sunday morning.
That's different.
It's
got a little Vegas in it, because there's people still out doing it till first thing in the morning. When we were riding our bikes through Vegas, we were leaving at 5:30 in the morning. 5:30 in the freaking morning. We were walking out of the hotel, and in comes a girl. I'm not exaggerating. Lonnie will absolutely back me up on this. Skin tight dress on a relatively small girl, adult age girl. One high heel on, one high heel not in play at any level. Gone somehow. Humongous security guard, a good 15 feet behind, but pacing and following. And she is actively arguing with herself about Andre. And Andre ain't shit. He thinks he's all that. And I don't have to put up with that bullshit. And having a really good fight with Andre. And unfortunately, Andre wasn't involved at that point. And we were walking out there. I'm like, that just made my whole Vegas. Like, I had a great time in Vegas up until then, but I didn't know I didn't have the best time in Vegas until I saw that. That was fantastic.
Oh yeah, like it was nice. Like Mark and I got in at 5 o'clock in the morning, and for some reason we both woke up at 7 o'clock in the morning. And Jason's on the patio just watching. And like the more cops that showed up, the more shit Jason was talking to the cops. He was like, I remember.
That's why you got a ticket.
One of the detectives got out of the car. He's like, "You can keep going. They don't need your ass. They got plenty of cops out here." And she like looked at him and just walked away. I'm like, shit. Look, Jason, we're gonna get busted, man. Look, that's why I got
sounds like Jason.
Anyway.
Oh yeah.
That's why I got a ticket, because Jason and Flip yelling at cops.
Yeah, that guy just took a little mental note of your license plate and like, we'll see you again.
No. Okay, so one year we were down at the beach, and we did get stopped by some bicycle cops at a stop sign at the boardwalk because we were drinking in the back of a truck. And it's always going to be on our head. So we passed by some bike cops on like going towards the boardwalk or the boardwalk. And Jason and Flip both decided to yell at the bike cops and say "fuck the police" or some shit. And as they did that, we passed by another cop at the corner. And I'm like, "Yep." I was like, "I'm fucked." Like the cop got behind me. I was like, "Yep, I'm getting pulled over." Yeah, they pulled us over. And
well, your vehicle fit the description.
Yeah, I know. That's what they told me. but no, yeah. And then Jason decided to Jason Flip both talking shit to the cop in the back. Saying, I'm going to jail. The whole time I'm going to jail. This sucks. But they played the whole you don't have your license, your driver's license got revoked. I'm like, no, it didn't. Yeah, it did. It doesn't pull up. I'm like, let's see somebody else's driver. They just want to see somebody else's driver's license. So Mark gave them theirs. They checked Martin. Oh yeah, we put the wrong number for yours. Your license is good. They were just trying to check and make sure we were all wasn't criminals or something. So it was one of those things. But I left Myrtle Beach with a $300 ticket. So I'm pretty happy about that.
Cop tried to do that to me in Sturgis one year when we were on our way out. Pulled me over for speeding, which I was. It went one of those ones that went from 65 to 35, like that. And I hadn't slowed all the way down and pulled me over. And they make you go sit in the front seat next to them while they do the stuff. Run your license, do all that. They make you sit in the car next to them in the front seat. And he's like, sir, you've been drinking tonight? I believe I'm detecting the odor of alcohol. I'm like, I'm on my motorcycle. I haven't had a drink in a week. So nice try, but no chance. And he's like, maybe it was the guy I had in here before you. All right.
How convenient.
Trying to get you to incriminate yourself.
Or maybe that was just a test to see how you would react.
Sure. I'm like, no chance, dude. I'm on my motorcycle. I don't drink when I'm on my motorcycle. No chance. No. Like, I haven't even been around enough alcohol to get spilled on me. No chance. Like,
I can vouch for that.
Yeah, you've been there. It's the strictest thing in the world because there was a time it wasn't the strictest thing, and I paid for it one time.
Yeah, I won't say that I've ever drank and drove a motorcycle before, but if I had, it was not the fun. It was not the smartest idea I ever had, and I probably won't ever do it again if I ever did. Yeah,
never.
Yeah,
know, right?
Myrtle Beach. Yeah, they don't play. They do check all that long like registrations because they want that tourist revenue. Like, right, they don't make a lot of money during the regular part of the year, but like during the season, that's where they're getting their money. Their whole budget comes from. So, yeah.
Well, it's like any other place. They won't specific. I mean, I don't want to scare people away. Like, hey, don't come here because cops are going to be like, making shit up. You still have to do the stuff, but they're
it's a very short leash.
They've seen it. They're like inner city cops. They've seen it. You can't lie your way through it. Anything you could possibly say, they've heard before. It's like the Sturgis cops. Sturgis is one of those places where they know you're from out of town. So every violation when you're there for like Sturgis Bike Week and that kind of stuff, you go to jail for anything. Any type of ticket, anything at all that involves where they have to write you and you owe them some money, $50, whatever it is. You go to jail or you pay right then and there.
Damn.
Because they know you can go away. You never go back to Sturgis for your, jaywalking misdemeanor. They're not going to extradite you for that. It'll just be one of those things that sits there forever and never gets resolved. So it's a pay or stay situation. And Myrtle Beach looks at it the same way. Is if you're going to come to our town, you're going to respect our laws. If you don't respect our laws, you're going to pay for it because we're going to teach you to respect our laws. This is your vacation. This is our house. Okay? Key West cops are the same way. We spend tons of time down in the Keys. To get arrested in the Keys, very few sober people get arrested in the Keys.
Yeah.
Because they're a chill group of people. But drunk and disorderly, drunk and driving, drunk and if you draw enough attention that cops come to talk to you in the Keys, you're leaving because what kind of jagoff do you have to be to have a bad time in the Keys?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
There was this one time we went camping in the Keys and it started profusely raining as soon as we got there and flooded our whole tent. So I had a bad time in the Keys.
Yes, but it was still mellow and everybody around you is mellow. It happens, but it's not like there's a lot of murders in the Keys. It doesn't come up that often. Almost everything involves illegal fishing or drunk - whatever else you were doing while drunk.
Yeah.
That's it. And they really look at it like if you force us to intervene, you're going. You're like that. You're done. If we have to be involved, now you're done.
So basically, while you're at Myrtle Beach, as long as your shit's straight, Don't come down there with expired license plate or tags or
Or say
driver's
fuck
license.
the police
Or
as you
fit
drive by. Things like
Don't-
that.
Or fit a description.
Don't fit the description. Just be cool. Don't do anything. Don't come down there with a mindset of you're on vacation, you're invincible, because they will make sure that you know you're not invincible. But if you do everything right, you'll be all right. Like they may stop you just because that they're stopping people, but as long as your shit's right, you're right. But if you do drink, even if you're drinking like one beer, get an Uber, because one beer can impair you and you can make a mistake, but also that one beer can, hey, your breath smells like beer. Let me test you. And I'm not so sure about South Carolina, but there are places where they're like, well, you blew under the limit, but I'm going to go ahead and presume you drunk, because that's what it was in Germany. Germany's limit is
impaired driving.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. Oh, it's the difference between a DWI and a DUI. Driving while impaired is you're over the limit. Driving under the impairment is you are under the limit, but the cop thinks you're drunk. So you can go down for one beer. In Germany,
it's more convenient now than it ever has been in the history of time to get another way home.
Yep.
There's no reason to ever have to drive drunk at this point.
No.
It's so convenient not to. It's the same speech I give people like when we go to Hawaii. For anybody that's ever done that with us, there's always it's about a month before the event, and I always put up a little post, kind of box in a little information. You are going on the vacation of a lifetime. That guy you're behind at the light in Hawaii is going to work. He doesn't know you're on your greatest magical vacation of your life.
Yeah.
And more importantly, he doesn't care. He's just trying to live his life on the island that he lives on every day. And every day there's a new crop of you who, at times, whether you mean to or not, seem to think they're characters at Disneyland and part of your magical experience and should have a name tag on, and they're there to make sure you're having the best day ever. That's not their job. They have jobs. You treat them with respect, understand you're coming to their house, and they deal with tourists a lot, so there might be even a little on the prickly side about it. Trust me, as someone who has to drive around here all the time on my motorcycle, I try very hard to keep the F-bombs down when it comes to tourists. And they're driving and they're, oh, there's my turn, 3 lanes across to make a left on a whim. And crap like. So, yeah, I live in a tourist town. I'm aware I live in a tourist town, so I'm a little more patient. Not a lot more patient. Not even going to pretend, but a little more. Okay?
See, I came up with a great game plan for it. My hotel is on the sand side of the line. Perfect. Every bar I'm planning on hitting is walking distance from my hotel room.
Again, perfect.
Fuck it. I'm safe. I'm there for the full week leading up to the event. This is going to be fine for me.
Graybeard experience.
Archangel, are you coming to the shit show at the strip club with us?
First I've heard of it.
Well, that's probably going to be a Saturday night, maybe. I don't think it's going to be Friday night. Actually, it might be Friday night. I can't remember.
You come hang out with me at Dave and Buster's on Friday night. Saturday night, we'll sit at the campfire at the field and we'll watch the shit show and have lots of dams and ooh and I don't know about that.
Yeah.
We'll do that.
Here's the thing. Archangel doesn't end up at the strip club. If Rusty's free, I'll see you there.
The Dollhouse. All right. The Dollhouse is where to go. I agree with Jason on this one. Like, the Dollhouse is it. Like, don't even bother going anywhere. Like, Henny hit us up last year, told us to go to some strip club, and it was like, I don't know for people that have never been to strip clubs, like the music there is kind of upbeat, like to keep your energy level up while you're drinking and watching naked girls, right? So they want you upbeat and like buying stuff and awake and everything. And we walked in this club and like, it was set up weird, and like. Those individual seats around here, no tables, just individual seats and like weird stuff. there was like music video in the background, and it was like R. Kelly make love music in the back, like slow beats and like. And I'm like, Mark, what the fuck are we doing, man? We gotta get out of here. And like, we debated going on places. But I was like, Mark, I was like, you know what, Mark, I'm in the conversation right now. The dollhouse is where it's at, and we ended up being very happy at the end of the night. Those $15 like neck massages are well worth the money. I once went to sleep in the middle of the club. Like I told the girl, I was like, I'm gonna take you home with me. I'm putting you in my baggage. She's laughing at me.
I think this is where I'm gonna head out.
I don't blame you.
I love you guys. I will see you all in a couple weeks.
Yes,
For
sir.
doing the show. Thank you guys all for being awesome and participating in this show and coming and goofing off with us in a few weeks, man.
We'll definitely have.
We made
shit
you
shows.
blush, Hanu.
We're having shit
Yeah,
shows from the Airbnb, by the way.
I'll
That's
be good
an
at issues in
accomplishment.
group.
Like, we're
I used
literally
to
going
be
to
a
have
bouncer at a strip club. I just don't do that anymore.
So be prepared though. We're going to have shit shows from the Airbnb all weekend long. So
Fantastic.
we're going to have some fun.
Fantastic. Remember, you must at least do the Red Hot Chili Peppers sock at the minimum. Sock
Right.
or more. Sock or more.
I get that reference because I'm old also.
Teeth thing, sock or more. All right. Love you guys. Have a good one.
Have a good night.
All right, Hanu.
All right. So we talked about all kinds of stuff.
All right,
anybody wanna
Dad's
talk
off.
about the game? Anybody else want to talk about the game?
Honestly, I feel like it's always just going to get crazier at Game On. There's not much to tell people to prepare for it. Just keep your expectations wide open. That's what I got to say to people.
All right.
What I'll say is prepare for everything.
Yeah.
Come with the right attitude. That's the key. Come with the right attitude, and just let the weekend flow.
All right.
You'll never have a bad time if you're just being yourself. Don't try to be anybody you're not. Just come out, play your game how you play it, and come with good vibes.
Fantastic.
So
I've always lived by the philosophy. I've never played against a single person at paintball. I've played across for my friends.
Yep.
All right. So I'm gonna
Ben
go ahead.
doesn't believe that.
Yeah, I play against people I don't like. Anyway, so I guess I'll wrap this up here. Prepare to whoop some home angel ass.
Maybe I spoke too soon.
I'll go ahead and wrap it up. Be safe in Myrtle Beach. Don't be stupid.
Yep.
Don't do anything illegal.
Prepare your liver.
Show up to the game. Choose a side. Red seems to have the more experience. Blue seems to be younger. A lot of Red's going to be Warsaw this year. A lot of Blue's going to be NATO this year. Choose wisely. Everybody shoot Rob and Henny because it's going to be fun. And Rob, I got one last question for you before we leave.
What's up?
Why are you a bitch?
Why are you gay?
Because you're playing for Blue, and I don't like you now.
Why are you gay?
Anyway, I guess we can call it a night, man, because I think we covered everything. We went a little off the rails. So it's always great when you go off the rails. So,
Always. It wouldn't be a shit show. That's what
got
keeps
anything
people
else?
coming back.
You got anything else, Rob?
No.
Anything
Look
else?
forward to seeing
Anything else?
everybody.
I got to let y'all go right quick. I just had an
All right.
emergency pop up.
All right. Have a good night, man. I hope
Be
everything
careful,
goes
brother.
well.
See you in a couple weeks.
All right, man. I guess we'll call it a night, man. I appreciate you jumping on. Appreciate everybody watching, commenting, listening, hating, whatever you want to do. We'll talk to you guys in a couple weeks, and we'll probably have a few shit shows from the beach, and then we'll have a follow up after that after the show, after the game, like a week later. All right.
If we're all
Peace
not
out.
incarcerated by then. Or
Peace out,
blacklisted.
homies. Blacklisted, probably. Yeah.